Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the main stage of Contour and Charisma, presented by Girls Run These Worlds. I'm your host, Cosmic Dazai. This month, our spotlight is on Cyberpunk Red. Within our last episode, our mercenaries were sent to assassinate a politician and activist. While the plan went off, finally, without a hitch, they are now on Miltech's wanted list. Now, with our players being tracked by the grid, our players must outfox their assailants. With that being said, women, start your engines. And may the best cutthroat win. Please enjoy. Some of you were familiar with this call, at least not personally. You have heard about calls like these. Hell, you had to enact and carry out hits like these, yet now the hit was on you. What the hell did you do? What caused you to get this call? I mean, you guys finally managed to kill a target, and you did as they said and made a bloodbath of the thing. Yet still, you were on Miltech's naughty list. You were just some muck, a pawn, of all things, peon even. This wasn't normal at all. What caused you to now be on the receiving end of one of Steven's special calls? The unrestrained anger, the overacted embellishment, how he so quickly drops you all like a used toy. You knew it was going to happen eventually, yet you didn't quite think this was how you were going to go out. It was a bit more than disparaging. After all, it seemed like those very words he spoke to you were the first, and how generous he was being towards you all. However, now those very words had now shifted into that of only distinct anger. It was terrifying how the weight behind those words could permeate and could cause lives to just vanish. Now you fucking done it, you freak shit. You fucked up. You're being tracked by the grid. The eye in the sky is watching. We're coming for you. Prepare to die. Was all you could hear. And remember now, nothing else even mattered or could have mattered. But now that you're all stuck here, what do you all do now? Before we set up the scene, let me ask everyone to roll me some d10s. Nothing scary, I promise.
The straight 10, or are we adding anything?
It's straight 10.
That is a 4.
That's a 4. That's a 4. 6.
Also 6.
Also 6.
3.
3. We are not doing good tonight. Anki, sweetheart, do me a favor, try and roll again.
That's better. That's an 8. I mean, I hope it's better.
5. Okay. So it's going to go like this. Sweetheart. So nothing bad. It's just trying to figure out who has more initiative in terms of trying to run away. Sweetheart, you are first. Inky, you are next. Kel, you are third. And after that, our very own social media influencer. You all need to run away. Or figure out a place to try and duck and hide. But before we do that, I'm going to let you guys think on how you want to run away. You can do it all as a group, or you can do it individually. However, what happens is, as soon as that call stops, and as soon as Sweetheart disconnects the phone and severs the connection, you can see hordes of armed bodyguards and solos, gripped to the teeth in nothing but firearms, knives, anything else that could likely kill you that you don't know the name of, all rushing out, only waiting to surround you. Of course, you have already sent Brittany off on her way in the car, so car's now gone, unfortunately. As they all surround you, they are all yelling, hands on in the air now, get on the ground. We won't ask you twice. They all seem to be rushing towards you all, almost as if they are waiting for a wrong move to happen, so they have the excuse to mow you all down. Now, with Sweetheart winning the initial roll, what plans do you have to try and escape?
With your permission, I would like to roll either my streetwise or your home to see if I know the best place to get off the street right now. For us to the closest place for us to sprint to that is safe, that we can just get out from under their view for a little bit.
Okay, roll me your streetwise. Inky, do you have any actions you want to perform?
I mean, Inky's instinct was to commandeer a vehicle and assume that Kel can just drive anything. So I'd probably just look for something to smash a window in so we could take it over, but
Okay, well, how about this? Roll me your... Let's do... sure, why not? Let's do brawling so you can try and just jab in a door. Any door, really?
12.
We'll come back to you.
Yeah. That's a good sign.
Gal, any thoughts? Opinions?
Kel will be keeping an eye on the others and slowly putting her hands on her head with another smoke grenade there. So she's pulling the pin behind her head, ready to drop a smoke grenade.
Give me a stealth roll.
I put points into that earlier. There's no stopping me now.
Social media girl. Material
21.
girl. 20. Okay. We'll come back to you. Good connotation. Material girl. Where are you trying to?
I feel like first I have my video recorder out because I'm catching all of this in 4K. So I think I would probably I think I'm probably gonna try to figure out some place where I can kind of hide. That's what we can the others can kind of figure out what we're gonna do to get the hell out of here. So is there like a I don't
Give
know.
me okay. So Sweetheart actually rolled well, but if you want to add on to that roll and try and see if you want to find any place, maybe even separate from them that you want to go.
Oh, I didn't give you I forgot to give you my total. I rolled the die and
Oh,
just
oh,
forgot
oh
about it.
yeah, I forgot. What did you get?
21.
Okay. Good roll. So she has a place which I will tell her about, but if you want to roll on your own and try and get a separate place.
No, I'd probably want to stay together, to be honest. I have all these cards of positive affirmations I need to hand out. I have to be with my crew.
So as you are raising your cell phone up in the air to try and catch it in 4K, what's going to happen? You have a very nice high quality phone. However, cops are not having any of that. And they immediately yell, "Put all possessions on the ground!"
No, we don't do that here.
Do you want to save your phone?
Yes.
Okay.
We live streaming up in here, dog. What you mean? This is live. You can't pause this.
This is the best
Give
response.
me an athletics roll. Give me an athletics roll.
Okay.
We have more cops in DC. Let's go.
Oh no. Okay. Athletics. Okay. Is it my base that I add to this? It's 17.
But sweetheart. So let me tell you everything that happens. Sweetheart, fortunately for you, you know a place. It's deep within Night City. It is practically home to you, almost. You know, it's where all the rebels hang out, all the artists, all the people with a dream but no money to their name. You have been there before. Of course, you know, no one with good sense in terms of wealth or maybe money would set dead within those places, but it is far enough within the city that perhaps it would be best for you to lie low there. You know that the people there don't rat each other out. And you know that there are many people within your, not the same, in a similar situation at the very least. Inky, you try a bash in a car, but for some reason it is really expensive glass or something. How else can you explain that you're not able to break it? Exactly. Kel, what did you roll again for your stealth?
21.
So, as you are raising your hands up behind your head, with the smoke grenade in your hand, they, luckily for you, are not even able to see it. They are not even paying attention to you. They are paying attention to the person trying to grab them on WorldStar with the live streaming. And unfortunately for you, dear, your phone must sashay away as it is shot into tiny bits. And as you are yelling out, almost pestering them, making fun of them, a shot rings out, breaking the phone as you see chips, as you see electronic chips, and all sorts of technology just fly out in front of your eyes. They purposely shot it out from your hand. It seems like they weren't in a good mood today, to say the very least.
I'm gonna just be like, oh, so it's like that? It's like that? That's how you feeling?
When they yell drop your possessions, Kel's gonna drop the smoke bomb, releasing it.
Yeah, I'm not going to say you can roll for that since you already. You know what? Stealth it for me.
See how long it takes them to realize it's a smoke bomb, not a phone.
Yeah. Why do people still have these Tamagotchis around? What's all this whole tech doing? Does anyone have any other actions they want to do? While Kel...
Smoke bomb.
Yeah, they can't see it. They are just like, okay, well, what's that? For some reason, none of them are really clued in to what you just dropped. They are more so just like, yes, sweetheart.
When the smoke bomb hits the ground, I would like to just grab my stun baton off my back and go for the same window that Inky was trying to break.
Okay. Let's see. Go ahead. Give me a melee.
Ooh. I'm getting bad at math. Hang on. 26.
You more than break that window. You are perfectly in, but as this is going on, as the distraction is still taking place, you're just like, we won't ask again. Do what we say, comply, or we'll shoot.
You just see me aggressively scratching out an affirmation card and just writing, just writing, you suck. And then I just like, as the smoke bomb or whatever hits the ground, I'm just gonna like frisbee that over to them and hope it falls like directly at their feet or in their line of sight so they can read that.
Do you want to do? We're having fun here
They
today,
know.
children.
I feel like they know. They know they
Yeah.
suck.
Be like, you know what it says, even if you don't read it, you bastards.
What do you like to do? You know what? Let's say you're trying to shoot this. Would you like to do an archery roll?
Sure.
Sure.
Let's see. What is where that is? Oh, there it is. Okay. It's 12. That's a 12.
You're throwing it, but it's not getting much of anywhere. As you try to throw it with all the might of Hercules, it just simply falls out of your hand and falls onto the ground before.
I was just say, damn
However,
it. Just pick it up and be like, I'm just gonna read this to you because it's not gonna make it. Just for you suck. I hate you bastard.
I'm assuming you're all running into the car now?
Oh yeah. As soon as Kel heard the window break, she was on her way.
Let me, since you will have to try and, get in, let me, how about this? Roll for me a land vehicle tech.
Oh, you have no idea how much I just dumped in that.
One of you can do it. It doesn't either or.
So D10?
Yes. Whatever you have in that plus what did
23.
you get? You're in. You immediately, perhaps you've had some previous experiences. Maybe your halo isn't as untarnished as maybe you have led others on to believe. However, regardless, you are able to hotwire this car.
Bumblebees and apple trees, man. There's nothing to it.
So now you are in a car that's not one of those cool floating cars, unfortunately. You are in a land vehicle. We still have 4 wheels. It's ancient. However, it works just fine for a Volvo. With that being said, are you the one that's going to be driving the car?
I low-key assume so.
Right. If you are the one that is going to be driving the car, actually, you know what? Roll me the same thing again.
It's a 21.
21. You start riding off. Of course, Militech is trying to shoot out your windows.
Apparently they're bulletproof glass and pretty fucking hard to break, so.
They are trying to shoot out your windows, attempting to shoot out your tires. They shoot across, the trunk of your car, yet you all are getting out unscathed. Yet, as you are riding away, you can hear one of the many armed guards that were there say, "We have a 1084, we have 4 subjects leaving in an unknown vehicle." And as this is happening, as you are driving away, you can see that there's this look of shock and concern just grasping upon all of the faces of the people that once considered themselves to be your superiors. Now that you are out riding, you guys do have some time to yourselves. You are passing by the city, but you are currently aimless as far as direction, so please.
I know somewhere we can go where they
Oh,
definitely
good.
follow.
Because I'm just aiming for not there.
Just head deep into Night City, straight for the center.
City center? Got it.
Everybody alive, by the way? Anybody get shot?
think I'm good.
My phone. My phone. What am I supposed to do now?
I mean, if I give you my phone, you're not gonna live tweet our location, right?
You know what? I'm good. I'm good. You keep your phone. I can't promise you that. I can't promise you that. I
I-
mean, I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna do it like on purpose, but I might drop a rant tweet or something, and then it might have the location. I don't know. I'm not really good with tech. I have an assistant for that, so let's just be on the safe side and just it's fine.
Where we're
In
going,
this,
let's
this
get you in one.
in this dystopian future, Elon Musk still owns Twitter, and
Yeah.
is um assisting many corporations and police. Not out of the question here, though.
It tracks. It honestly tracks.
Kel's definitely throwing her phone out the window and taking out the disposable phone she keeps for emergencies. And she's definitely texting while driving. She shoots off a text on her disposable phone.
Who are you Who are you texting, if I may ask?
Kel is texting her sister.
Okay, what are you sending them?
Don't answer the door. Lie low. Won't be home tonight.
You send off this text. It shows that it was sent and it was read. It's like all you can kind of see in return is like the dots that are coming up showing that she's typing. It's just like, what the fuck? What the fuck's going on? What are you talking about? Holy shit, are you okay? What the fuck is this your new fucking job? You can answer if you want. That's just what's
A little
being
much to get into while
really
driving, so
texted
she
back
just tucks the
towards
phone
you.
back away. And she's like,
At
she
that,
knows.
as you that's what we like to say. However, as you guys are riding through the streets, you can see on massive billboards now your names and respective faces, along with your uh being your identification numbers being plastered on a multitude of billboards. Lucky for you, they do not have the car that you're driving in, but the names, the faces, your social identification numbers are all there, all plastered for the world to see. As you are now seeing more and more cops become vigilant, and now looking more towards you with a side eye. As you are driving, you can see two armored vehicles trying to race up by you. You can see some of the same armored people now with a megaphone held out. Stop the vehicle now, or we will be forced to use force. We will be forced to use force. Yes. We will be forced to use lethal force.
I'm gonna roll down the window and be like, that was a terrible picture that you chose of me. Absolutely unacceptable.
Kel just quietly says seatbelts and drives harder.
Okay. Roll.
We are no longer following the rules of the road. We are
do land
driving.
vehicle again. Let's go.
Is fucking 24. God, that was worth it. I put so many of my points into drive.
You are going to hate me so much, and I am so sorry.
Was it a 25? Was it a 25?
It was a 27. It was a 27.
Oh.
However, even though you gun it practically, your boot is now down on the acceleration as you're trying to pull off, but these two armored vehicles practically jostle you. One of them ramming into the side of the stolen car that you have acquired. Stop now, or we will use lethal force. Now,
They already shot at us. That's pretty lethal.
roll for me the same dice again, just because they are actually going to try and shoot at your tires.
Is math
Math is really
20,
bad.
23.
You needed a 25.
Fuck.
Damn it. You needed a 25. So you can tell that these aren't the same type of people that you encountered before. This was the elites of Miltech. This was the elite forces. They knew what they were doing. Unfortunate for you. They have been trained hard and been broken all of their life to catch people like you, to turn you in, and to essentially rid you of what your humanity was. And at this point, as you try and drive away, the second van, one of the people from there starts shooting at you, damaging two of your hind tires and damaging the back of your car's window. Now, you are still able to drive, yet they know that they don't have to kill you guys in the car. They just have to stop the car. Now, the car is still going, but they are right on you.
Does anyone know this neighborhood?
I do. Can I look for a shortcut or a narrow passageway that we can fit through, but an armored vehicle cannot?
Give me a tracking roll.
Ooh, 22?
You got it. So, as you're getting deeper and deeper within Night City, as all the bright shining lights are blinding, as the hordes of people are practically crowding out with their phones now, just, oh yo, I'm seeing a fucking drag race on live. And you can kind of see people say, oh hey, yo, that's them. As this is happening, you do manage to see one of the smaller alleyways. It's one of the more crimey alleyways. It's the one where most people tend not to wander down, but it is small enough to where a car can adequately fit in and drive through.
I'd point furiously that way, go down that alley.
Just e-brake turn. We're fast and furious, drifting in.
Yeah. Give me another driving roll. It won't be as hard because it is an alley where they can't fit.
It's just whether or not I wreck our car trying to get in. It's 22.
You were one above the mark. You got it.
Yes.
So you quickly swerve, making the armored trucks just kind of like unstably try and keep themselves afloat as you cut them off going into an alleyway. You can see the screams happen as you hear many of the armed soldiers say, stop the car now. Now, as you're getting into the alleyway, you can see that this is turning into one of those twisty turny type roads that are the types that it's not necessarily a secret passage. Anyone could hypothetically go down it, but very few did. Now, with that being said, sweetheart, can you give me a streetwise roll?
26.
Okay, you more than got it.
These light up
so
diets really do.
you can figure out where you are now. You are you blessed them. But with that being said, you know where you are now. This is a familiar street to you at the very least. It isn't your destination, but you know that you are getting closer to it. All you need to do is make a few turns now, and you will be right within the heart of Night City, or at least what you consider to be the heart of Night City. Yet, as you were further and further away from the mega complexes, you could see how the city was changing, how the neighborhoods were changing. It was dirtier, it was grimier, there was no cohesion. It was, you wouldn't say unclassy, but it was certainly within your pay grade and below the pay grade of those that were currently pursuing you.
Okay. We should be okay here. Well, as okay as anyone ever is here.
When they come to like a cross street or something, another alley that crosses, Kel's gonna stop the car and be like, "We're ditching this here." They won't know which direction we scattered to, and gets out. All they need to do to stop them if they've got the car is block all the exits from that alley complex. We're on foot. We can go anywhere.
Now, you all are getting out of the car?
Yeah.
If we're close, we're going on foot.
So you all start walking. This is like a 15-minute walk. You guys can run.
Hustling a little.
But as you guys are walking, you can see that this is one of the less populated alleyways and streets. It is not somewhere where, you know, the upper classes would try and look for you, either because of their own pride or just because they would have overlooked it and just said, well, that's a dingy alleyway. Nevertheless, you guys now have some time to yourselves as you all walk.
Well, this has been an eventful day. Making all kinds of new friends.
Swear to God, if I see Steven again.
We have time to do a bunch of cars and then drive the cars in separate directions. I can't wait to see Steven again.
I have a card already ready for him. And then the card just says get dragged.
Feel like that sums it up.
Well, good news is they're certainly not gonna dirty their shoes coming down here, so we have a little time.
Hopefully a little time before they realize where we're heading, too. Where are we headed?
There's rumors about somebody in this part of town who might be able to help us a little bit. I don't know exactly where to find them, but I know roughly. And we need all the friends we can get right now.
That we do.
As you guys go further and further deeper into the city, you can see that what was once these beautiful, lavish suites slowly morphed into these unfashionable fast fashion clothing. You can see all the beautiful, bright, shining lights that almost resembled Hollywood now morph into that of maybe some cheap shops. You could still see the neon lights, but you could see how the poverty had affected the city. You could see the sadness, the despair, and more importantly, you could see the people walking around. There were muggings happening in what was almost practically broad daylight at this point. You could see people soliciting themselves. You could see people begging on the street, asking for money, asking for anything. You could see that this was the forgotten part of the city. And maybe just like the people here, you were hoping to be forgotten. Yet still, even if this was as lawless as you could get within Night City, there were still a few signs up on neon LED lights saying, if you've seen these people, please contact this number for an extensive reward. Yet it seemed like no one really cared, or at least couldn't bother to care.
No one
And
around
as-
here trusts the cops enough to go to them for a reward.
Draw attention to themselves? Never.
As you walk around, you can see multiple nightclubs, bars, just general party areas. Everyone seemed to be in agreement that this was a very shitty existence. Yet, everyone still wanted the same relief that came along with the harm and the toil that they were constantly embroiled in. You could hear the loud rock music blaring from some of these clubs. You could hear the joyous giggles and laughs and just the enormous amounts of chatter that escaped everyone as they continued to walk in and out of these clubs. You could see some of the clubs, unlike the nice, beautiful ones that you associate yourselves with when you were in the outskirts. All of them had this lack of an air to them that almost made it certain that if you were coming in here, you weren't anything special, or at least you weren't anything special to the outside. Is there anywhere that you would like to go?
Just following Sweetheart at this point.
I want to go to the last place that I heard Silverhand had been seen.
Give me another streetwise check.
26.
Johnny Silverhand, as you know, was a rather elusive person. He, as much as he liked the attention being drawn to himself, he was someone that, kind of like you all now, had to lay low for multiple reasons. Many had considered banning his music, in part due to the messages in the lyrics blatantly claiming that he wanted to blow up corporate buildings. Others believe that he had been responsible for several murders, perhaps that he killed a few upper crusty yuppies in an act of revenge, or maybe just for the giggles and the kicks of it. Either way, he had a name, and you knew, because in part you frequented many of these bars for Sweetheart, that one of the clubs that he's frequented so often was called the Rusalka. The Rusalka was this old club that was made by this Russian immigrant that felt like she was changing her life. Yet it soon became a den of a bunch of murderous thieves and mobsters, gangsters, all kind of villainy frequented within the walls of the club. It was a popular club, but it was kind of expected if you were in there. You were in trouble, or you were trying to get out of trouble. And you knew that out of all places, Silverhand could be. This was it.
Anybody feel like a drink? It's a bar nearby. It's called the Rusalka. I think it's as good a place as any to start trying to track him down. He's similarly fucked to the way that we are, so
Definitely use a drink or two.
and I will walk confidently in a direction.
Go ahead and sissy that walk for me. You don't need a roll.
I'm saying it was a 7. It wasn't too bad. It was pretty sissy.
Well, you go ahead and sissy that walk. You walk in with this swagger akin to a mob boss, in spite of your rather un-mob boss appearance. However, as you walk in, you can see it was full people tonight. You could see a bunch of musicians cramped to the brim within there, but you could also see just a bunch of mobsters in there, laying low from the law. You also saw almost too many old people just sitting there, grimacing, talking about some old stories that they had, as they seemed to laugh joyously, almost seemed to be ignoring the fact that they were trying to escape the law. It seemed like it didn't matter to them at the very least. Or better yet, they grew comfortable with the fact that this was the only safe haven that they had left. As you walk in, you see this old woman with platinum blonde hair in a sharp business suit, yet with this deep scar that seemed to go from her forehead all the way down towards her chin. She had these deep blue eyes and these thin lips that just seemed almost as if they seen too much, yet making it clear that if you want to go further in, you had to talk to her first. Здравствуйте. Who are you all?
I light up my face.
That doesn't speak to the rest of your friends. You're some singer, and why are you here?
Kel points at the nearest big screen with their faces on it. We're a little too famous right now.
So you're coming here to hide, is that it?
Yes.
To get out of sight for a bit.
If I've seen one of you, I've seen 20 of you.
I'm kind of
Yes.
hoping you, if anyone asks, you've seen none of us.
No one listens to me anymore, but most people tend to if I scream loud enough. Why here? Not anywhere else.
Aside from the other benefits that your establishment offers, we are looking for somebody who might be able to offer us a little more practical assistance, spiritual guidance, if you will.
And who's that? I know everyone in here.
Well, everybody knows Johnny Silverhand.
Oh, you guys are a bunch of fans.
No. Respect his work. He's survived what we're going through. So, if there's anybody who can tell us what the fuck we're supposed to do now, I figure it'll be him.
I always hate to do upstarts. You all die too quickly. Go on. She quickly turned around, swiveling around in her heels. As they click-clack away, you could hear her muttering to herself in Russian. They all die too young now anyway. But as you walk in, you look around, you see the multitudes of people just in there either clamoring for a drink or just shooting the breeze. Quite literally, shooting the breeze. Or just trying to pass some sort of time. They all seemed like rowdy pirates rather than some hardened criminals. Yet still, it was somewhat normal. At least compared to what outside of this establishment would bring you. Yet, as you push deeper and deeper into the bar, you could see the one and only Johnny Silverhand. His band wasn't with him this time. There were rumors that maybe there was a falling out, but you didn't keep up with the tabloids, or at least most of you didn't. With that being said, you could see him with his guitar in hand, tuning his strings with this metallic one, as his glasses pushed over his eyes and as his long hair was swept back away from his features. He had a cigarette jangling from his lips. He seemed almost too preoccupied with everything else and didn't seem to really pay any mind to any of the surroundings going on.
Is he facing away from us or towards us?
I mean, he's facing towards you. He's just not looking up. He's looking downwards.
I would like to walk right up to him and pluck the cigarette out of his hand and take a drag.
What a power move.
Roll me 1d10.
That's a 10.
Okay. As you do that, as you snatch the cigarette from his lips, he looks up at you, disgruntled, but nevertheless, he pulls out this old raggedy gun that seemed to be more so a keepsake from the current owner, as it had the word pushka, which means gun in Russian. Just
Label like
printed sloppily over the gun. And may I ask who you are? He kept the gun pointed towards you, as it was clearly cocked, as you can see his finger down on the hammer.
It's only fair since we know who you are. I'm Sweetheart. It's Cal. That's Inky, and are you
Mirror.
Mirror? Sorry, it was showing me your subclass, not the name, and I want to make sure I got it right. And this is Mirror, but more importantly, I would say we're like-minded individuals.
And why is that? Most like-minded individuals don't snatch my cigarettes from my mouth.
Like-minded, but unique. We bring our own brand of fun to things.
it's been a long day.
Sharing is caring.
If you wanted to share some lead, I could have just done that for you right here now. What's changing that? More importantly, what do you want? Because clearly you saw me out.
Conversation.
And your autograph.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Who, me? I'm just a fan, just a fan. That's all you. Yeah, fan. Mm-hmm.
He set down his guitar for a second, took out another cigarette, put it up to his lips and lit it once more. He set the gun down by his side before gesturing to you all with the other. Okay, you want to talk? Let's talk. I'm going to ask you again. What do you want?
Help.
Help with what?
The corpos turned on us. We're suddenly very wanted, very popular, and would like to get out of this situation quickly.
Wow, the corpos want you.
Not in the good way.
Wow, if I didn't hear that story a million times, why me?
You've survived the same. They've got it in for you. You're still here.
And everyone else is still here too.
You're the more popular name. I don't know who that guy is. I know who you are.
As you say that,
And she knew where to find you.
as you say that, you hear some guy from the back as you said, we don't know who that guy is. He said, my name's Antonio. I've been robbing banks for decades now. Afancolo. And he goes back to drinking his shine. It's like, as
I take it
Johnny,
back. I want to party with that guy. Can we go in for
It's for real.
Antonio seems cool.
About to leave Johnny to go hang out with Antonio.
Add Antonio to the crew.
Antonio's spirited. As he says that, you can almost hear a yell from the other side of the bar saying, "You're damn right." However,
I'm from this part of town. This isn't my first time in the Rusalka. This isn't my first time down here, and it certainly isn't my first time being at odds with the corpos and the police. But we didn't actually do anything this time, except what was asked of us, and I take offense to that. And I would like to live long enough to go find the person who issued the order on us and rip him limb from limb.
so let me ask. He leans back in his chair, still taking a drag off his cigarette, tapping the ash out before bringing it back up to his lips and going to fiddle once again with his guitar. From what I see on that screen right there, it says that you guys were employees, or at least former employees from how you now talk.
Outside contractors.
How come is it now a problem when they turn on you? Why wasn't it a problem before when you were being sent to kill people? I saw some of your handiwork on TV.
Yeah, about that. It wasn't so easy working for them. We had a mission a little while ago that I personally disagreed with, and I made a choice that fucked all of us. And instead of leaving me to my devices, they stood with me and we took the punishment. We were assigned another job to make up for the job where I didn't kill anyone. That one we did pretty well, thanks to Kel. And now,
Yeah, you killed some activists.
Johnny, let me ask you.
You know, you said that you were in the Rusalka a few times and you would have known who she was. She was here before. What, there's no honor among thieves anymore?
Of course there's honor among thieves, but let me ask you something. Before you were Johnny Silverhand, how did you pay your bills? Before you were the man, the myth, the legend, what did you do to get by? Because I would assume it was whatever it took. I like eating.
Tattoo
I like
shop.
having a place to sleep. They're basic human needs, and I will not apologize for that.
Everyone has a choice.
And the choice
I
that
told
we've
you, I
made-
worked at.
the choice that we've made is not to go back and grovel.
I don't know, isn't that what those corpo types do? Maybe they'll give you like a slap on the wrist or something.
I'd rather they kill me. Actually.
And what about the rest of you? You're just going to let your friend talk for all of you?
I
I feel
haven't
like they're doing a
disagreed.
great job. I I'm here for the, moral support. And sweetheart's pretty much got it down. And then I'm going to be like, but also, and I'm just gonna pass him this thing that says autograph. And it's got an X on it. Just gonna slide that over and be like, if you're feeling pretty talkative, which is nice, but also be nice if your hands can talk with the signature. Yeah. There you go, buddy.
Anyway. So how do you want me to help you? As you just said, I'm in the same situation you are. What makes you think that I'm any use to any of you right now?
All over this city. Right? And as far as I know, from what I've seen, some of them are fairly rabid and will do just about anything that you asked. Now, what we could really use is a big enough distraction to get into the Militech building.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think my Macarena's gonna cut it for a distraction this time. So any tips and tricks would be great.
What weapons do you have on you?
Start moving things.
Yeah, Kel starts pulling weapons out. She's got a couple knives. She's got a baseball bat. She's got a handgun. A couple more smoke grenades.
I'm going to assume you weren't in Miltech's elite division then.
I mean, I kind of should have been. Look at me. Like, come on. But it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. I'm not salty. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And I just put my gun, my knife, and then my cell phone and be like, these are all my weapons. The burner phone. These are all my weapons. Boom.
I'm gonna be real clear with you all. I don't think with this you'll get past the first floor of that building. However, lucky for you, Svetlana, and he points over towards the woman that greeted you when you first got in, knows a thing or two about weapons. I suggest you talk to her. If you get her to budge, then we're as right as rain. If not, I wish you luck.
Sounds fair to me.
Okay.
Before you all go over to Svetlana, he'll quickly scribble his name onto the paper. He passes it over to you and says, if I see this on eBay, I'm going to kill you.
No worries there, friend. I'm just going to gently just put it away. Like it's old.
Somewhere safe.
Somewhere safe. Just put it in the boob pocket, Keep it warm, nice and safe.
Okay, I know how movies work. That's gonna stop a bullet later somehow.
Yes. I folded it enough times. It's okay. It's gonna be great.
Kel collects her weapons off the table.
Oh yeah, I guess I should take those back.
Feeling a little
like,
judged.
yeah, I don't have any need for those.
Judgmental about her weapon quality. Not everything's about assault rifles, okay? Sometimes you just really want to smack a guy with a big stick.
I can think of one person who would deserve that. At least
I
one.
feel like that's the Steven stick. She pats the baseball bat.
It's the Bonkinator 9000.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna scribble out a little tag that says for Steven. Just pass it to you so you can put it on your back. There you go.
This is going well. I have made an antagonist that you all desperately hate. I am so happy with myself.
Actually, Mira, can I get one of those too? Do you have any extra? I want to put it on my baton.
Yes, I do. The more the merrier. And I'm just gonna give you one. Be like, Inky, do you want one?
Of course. If you think
Perfect.
about it, a sniper rifle is just a stick if you whack it at somebody. So,
It's a distance stick.
A multi-purpose stick.
yeah,
That's true.
it's not
That's
only
true.
a gun.
It's multi-purpose.
Yeah.
Have you been pistol whipped with an assault rifle before? Because that just sounds uncomfortable.
No, but Steven's gonna find out soon. I'm just passing out little name tags for everybody's weapons. Just put for Steven.
After you have successfully decorated your weapon of choice, you all, I assume, make your way over towards Svetlana. Svetlana Malenkova was an old woman. She had this long 1,000-mile stare that just seemed to hone in on people. She was one of the few women that was surrounded within an establishment full of men. Yet it seemed like she was the one that kept everything and everyone in place. Everyone knew not to mess with Svetlana. It was almost like as if she were her own legend at that. Though not known for anything dealing with music or maybe rebellion, but she was known back in her heyday to have gutted more than a few people who have made their way into her turf. This was very much her turf. And now that she is old, some say that she has grown cynical, perhaps even foolish with age. Yet, still, surprisingly, no matter how many people have tried to walk up into her bar and claim it as her own, no one has come back out alive, or at least as a whole person again. There are many rumors surrounding her, obviously, but knowing fact from fiction wasn't even something that could even fit you now. There was a legend that surrounded this woman, and truth be told, the only one thing that you know about her, other than the fact that she owns this place, is the fact that if she were to be taken in, they would have given her 15 life sentences already. Yet, that's neither here nor there. As she stood at the bar, polishing off some glasses, talking to one of her patrons, with her high ponytail pushed back from her head, she looked over towards you all. Did you get what you want?
Heard you were actually the one to talk to.
And why is that?
You're the woman with the connections.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Know a thing or two about weapons and where they
Who
might
doesn't?
be.
And what do you need with my knowledge?
We would like to get back into our corporation and not in a pleasant way for them.
And why were you directed over towards me?
Because we're ill-equipped.
Now that was simple. Now, here's the real question. Why should I equip you? And whatever you're going to say, please give me a persuasion or a conversation roll.
Which one's better? Neither are great.
Ma'am, I wouldn't deign to tell you what you should or should not do. Clearly, you seem to have some idea of that, given that you run this place alone. I can only tell you what I would like to do, what we would like to do. We would like to take our power back from people who have taken it from us at every single chance that they have gotten. And I'm willing to walk in there with just this baton and this gun. But the likelihood of me actually doing what I go there to do is very slim. All we are asking is that you up those chances just a little bit. If we die, we die. And I rolled a 28.
What did you roll?
28?
What did you say? Can you repeat that?
28?
At 28.
In all?
Yeah.
Did you add on the 10?
Yeah, the 10, that was one of the stats that I boosted with my XP. I rolled a 10 and then my base is an 18.
Oh, okay. I heard you wrong. I'm sorry. So you got a 28.
Mhm.
Okay, you beat it by 1. Because it was at 27.
Nice.
You know, usually I'd see people like you in here every other week. You all are a dime a dozen, it seems. For some reason, you were wronged by a big corporation, and now you want to take revenge into your own hands, because now you feel like your lives are over. But very few people. Johnny has decided to send over to me. In good faith. Usually, when he sends people over to me, he thinks they are going to die. But he isn't looking over here anymore. So I suppose if he sees something in you, I suppose I can too. And with that, she gestures for you to follow her around the bar and then upstairs. As you walk up the creaky stairs, it is clear that this is an old building. Sure, repairs were done to it, but it kept its antiquity in terms of not getting any substantial upgrades. As you walk upstairs, you see what is practically an arsenal. It seems like this woman was quite literally stockpiling. It almost seems like she was hoarding at this point, given how many guns, explosives, knives, swords that she had acquired over the years. And yes, she even had poison. As you looked around, you could see a range of weapons that had came from all over the world, some of which couldn't even be found within the United States, or legally within the United States. However, as she turned to face you all, as the piles and piles and rows upon rows and racks upon racks of weapons stood before you, she said, just make sure that they come back in decent shape.
Do my best.
And at that, the quick clacking of the heels makes its way back down the stairs. And she seemingly trusts you enough to not look over you.
Better. This is much better.
There's also explosives in here.
Kel's definitely pocketing a handful of grenades.
Yeah.
These aren't just smoke ones. These are the ones that go angry boom.
Angry Boom. Can someone please clip that? I love it so much.
Angry boo.
They go angry boom. I love that so much. Now, let me ask. What is it, aside from the angry boom, do you all take? There is quite literally no limit on what you take.
Take a microwaver so that when the time comes, I can prevent them from communicating with each other.
Nice.
And yeah, let's get fun. I'm gonna take a flamethrower.
Okay. There is indeed a flamethrower there. She has the American flamethrowers. I'm going to be a bit specific for this because I actually do know about it. She has an American flamethrower as opposed to a Russian one. So the Russian ones were more known for their instability and would at times catch fire on you. However, the American ones are known to spill out the gas at first, or the flame retardant, and then the fire comes out. And it has more of a cone shape. And there are 2 tanks of fuel there.
I think we should probably take one.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and grab anything you want. Just tell me what you grab.
I think I'm gonna grab some more knives.
Okay. You grab these beautiful artistic Chinese knives. They are known for, at least when the makers were originally making them, they were originally meant to look as European as possible. With that being said, they have a lot of jewels engraving them and are made from gold. However, they are still functional in fight. They just look really pretty.
Nice. I think I will also take the one tank of gas because I think we're gonna probably need to steal another some other vehicle to get to wherever Militech's headquarters are. And then I will probably grab something long range. I think.
What are you looking for? Are you looking for a shotgun maybe? Like what are you looking for? Are you looking for a shotgun? Maybe you just blow them back? Are you looking for like some sort of rifle?
I like the idea of a shotgun actually.
Okay, you get a double-barreled shotgun.
Hey.
Inky.
I would love like an infrared scope for my sniper rifle.
You can most certainly get that.
Awesome. And then for sure interested in the poison.
Okay. There is poison in here. There is anthrax. Be careful with it. There's anthrax. There is like during your first mission, boom slang poison. There's also specifically poison that came from a black mamba, which is almost more instantaneous than boom slang poison. Kel, is there anything else that you want outside of your explosives?
Kel's also getting a grenade launcher because that just sounds fun.
There is a grenade launcher here.
And probably a heavier handgun, like a heavy submachine gun or something. Something with more shots and more damage. Also body armor, if they have any.
There is body armor in here.
Because she's got a Kevlar shirt and a leather jacket, and I don't think that's going to cut it if she wants to come out alive.
So you get your Kevlar jacket. You get your grenade launcher. You also get I am gifting you with a Colt 45. No one is surviving this, as it seems.
Yeah, I think we should upgrade our armor too.
So if you want armor, just go ahead and say you get some armor.
Yes.
Is there anything? Yes.
I would. I want to grab more tear gas, the smoke grenades, since those seem to be really doing it for us lately.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I would like to grab the shrieker, which causes the damaged ear condition when you fire it.
It is there. It is there.
And of course,
Yeah. Get the buds. Get the buds. Maybe get the buds.
ear protection, not just
Yeah.
for me, but for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Good idea. Good idea. So, as you all get your weapons, you all walk back down the stairs. Svetlana is seemingly uninterested in what you all have picked. All she does is raise up a small glass and says, Nastrovia, to your victory. And then she goes back to drinking.
Before I leave, I would also like to get her autograph. So I'm just gonna walk up to the table where she's sitting at, and I'm just gonna like slide over this autograph paper. Just be like,
Well, what do you want?
I think I would like your autograph, please. I think that you seem like a very cool person, and I feel like you're definitely someone that people should know about. Not right now, but you know, in the future. Just gonna
She goes ahead, writing in her native Russian. As you see, Svetlana Malenkova written out neatly in that, which, for some of you that are not aware, the woman almost never gives out her last name.
For posterity. Simple.
Yeah.
She either
Yeah.
really likes us or really thinks we're gonna die, so it doesn't matter.
right? I'm just gonna be like, thank you. You're incredible. I hope I see you again in the future.
That's Vidania. She says as she goes back to working the counter.
And I'm just gonna fold it and put it next to the other piece of paper in the booby pocket. Boom.
Stop 2 bullets.
Also, I would like to state very clearly that Kel definitely grabbed the correct ammunition for all of her shiny new weapons.
As you walk away, the Silverhand sees you all, and now with the cigarette that he had in his mouth now stubbed out in an ashtray, as he slowly lowers the guitar. So you guys managed to convince that old woman.
So,
Trustworthy sorts, apparently.
Should we have a drink before we leave?
Oh, I'm definitely doing a shot before I leave.
I
She
think
does
it's
make
only,
good drinks. It's only
think it's only-
customary.
right. I think it's only the rite of passage.
So you all walk back up to the bar. You see Antonio there. He's like, hey, I was next.
This round's on me, Tony.
And that he agrees and just is like, forget about it, whatever.
Have to come back and hang out with Antonio. We have to. We have to live so we can.
Yeah,
have
we've
dinner.
got to live.
Gotta live. For Antonio's sake.
Want to hear about his bank heists?
You all go up to the bar. The Svetlana goes ahead, pours you all shots into your respective glasses, and pushes them forward towards you all.
To
It's
our
typical whiskey shots.
to our
Cheers,
brand
my
new
dears.
shiny weapons and the end of Steven.
To
The end of Steven, if nothing else.
Hey, I knew it, Steven. That's that fucking Protestant douche. Now, whether or not that is the same Steven, you don't know.
I like
But-
your energy. I like the energy. It's good enthusiasm. I'll take it.
Either way, you all do a few rounds. And you can do what you wish. You know, Silverhand will do his part at the very least.
Do we know when he's going to do his part?
No.
All right. We may want to dial back the shots until we
yeah.
know how long we're going to be drinking.
You
We're
can
just like shots.
you can all stay and do drop shots or leave whenever you want. It is completely up to you.
I think I'm gonna take one more shot and then I'm ready to leave.
Okay.
I'm gonna drink a tall glass of water like an adult, even though I really don't want to. And then I will also follow Mira out.
Same. Only without the water.
As you all leave, you all manage to find another car. It seems as though Svetlana has given you a gift and has given you an armored car to accompany
We gotta get her a fruit basket or something.
you.
I think I've got some cake left from the yacht.
Perfect.
And as you all begin to drive away, unfortunately, you see a familiar face with 3 armed guards standing by their person. It's a shame no one ever goes to look down in these parts. I found you all instantly. And as you hear that, you look and see a slim swivel figure. What was once pigtails is pulled back into an uptight, firm, stiff bun. Pale, porcelain-like skin has been covered completely by a business suit and a trench coat. As she's standing there armed along with her guards, her Asiatic eyes that are brown as honey seem to look directly into you all, yet she doesn't seem angry. Instead, she smiles. It always seems like Militech never knows how to get their job done. And at that is where we leave our story for the night.
I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill her so good.
Regret it.
I'm so tired of her ass. I'm gonna kill her.
I'd like to thank my lovely cast for being with me and for being part of this game as we trudge forward into the finale of this cycle for Cyberpunk. Please, everyone, please tell them who you are, where they can find you.
Hi, I'm Amanda. I play Kel, and you can find me as Balder Dashing on pretty much all social media because I cornered the market on that name. I don't really do much else right now. I make some dumb TikToks in costume, and that's about it.
Hi, hello. I am DK or at Atrocity. That's not true. That's not my handle at all. Let me start over. Hi, I'm DK. That part's still true. My Twitter handle is at AbbaDarlings. That's where you can actually find me on Twitter and learn about the things that I'm doing and learn that it doesn't really get better from here. It's pretty much just this all the time. You can also catch me over on Exquisite Corpse Presents, running things and playing in things. Yeah, that's me. I'm gonna kill a lot of people next episode.
Hello, everyone. I'm JJ, and today I was playing Mirror. And you can find me on Twitter at JJ_Cray, where I basically am doing all of this lovely AP playing. I'm happy to be here. This is such a fun game playing with this cast. I'm having an amazing time, and this is pretty dope. So yeah, that's me. You can find me also on Twitch at BandReaper97, where I do variety streaming as well as a TTRPG cooking show. So that's me.
Hi, I'm Ark. I'm Arcanian ending everywhere that you would need to follow me. I'm here on Sundays, and then sometimes I do random video game streams on my channel, so come hang out.
Hi, I've been your storyteller, Cosmic Zaza. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram, where I do a bunch of cosplay stuff. I am so thankful to have this cast here with me, as every single month we will be doing a different cycle. But I said, let's do Cyberpunk, and then didn't know that the math was terrifying. Either way, I love this beautiful group of people that I am surrounded with, and please join us for our cycle's finale next week. Thank you.